Ever wanted to put yourself in an anime winter wonderland, or any anime for that matter? I have too. But the idea of even starting an image like that can seem daunting, and surely any hacky way of doing it could not possibly produce as good a result. Well, I decided to find out. First by painstakingly sketching it by hand, and then by more nefarious means. Starting with the hand drawing, I spent somewhere around 20 perfectly good hours sketching myself and then drawing an ornate background full of dozens of hidden details. You can find a full rundown of this process along with all the hidden details at my Patreon, by the way. Ultimately, I think it looks pretty good, but it definitely had me thinking, would it be that bad to go to the dark side and use a little bit of AI, if only to lend a hand? Well, in the interest of science, I did exactly that. All right, there are a ton of different ways we can start things off, but my favorite by far and away is Midjourney combined with its anime model Niji6. And you can see right here, it's so versatile. I'm working on a character sheet style guide. But if this kind of thing interests you, by the way, no end of stuff you can do, then please let me know. And of course, subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I get around to it. Another great use for Niji6 is backgrounds, custom backgrounds. And here I am riffing on Boulder, Colorado during the holiday season, as if it's ever going to get around to snowing here. But you get the idea. It's very pretty. And so I'm working inside Discord. You've got to subscribe to Midjourney in order to access a bot. There's a newbies channel, a bunch of different ways to get started. In any event, what I want to do is feed Midjourney a photographic image. And so here's that thing I drew by hand. By the way, I'm not going to feed it that, but I based it on this, which is a photograph of me, of course, set against a totally fake background. In case that's not obvious, I created an OpenAI. Now I want to work at an aspect ratio of 16:9, but I figured out that if I feed Midjourney 16:9 images, I get letterboxing in return. And so I went in and cropped things down to 7:5, which works out beautifully. And so back here in Discord, I'll just go ahead and click on this little plus guy, and I'll upload this image right here, and it should happen pretty lickety-split. Now, in any event, at this point, I'm now ready to use the image. And what I have to do is type the imagine command. And so imagine, and go ahead and select this guy so you got a prompt to work with so that it's doing what you want it to do, and then just drag the image into the prompt like so. Now you'd think you could just riff on the image, but you can't. You can riff on two images if you want to kind of blend them together, but if you only have one image, as I do, then you've got to accompany it along with the text prompt. And so I came up with this warm smile, I guess, wide nose, well that's me, and big green eyes in a holiday setting. Let's give that a try. Oh, and I didn't even show you, we're already working with Niji6. I'll show you that in just a moment. But you'll know that you have Midjourney's attention, because you will see it not fail, for one thing, and then you'll also see that it's ratcheting up a percentage right here, and we're starting to see the AI develop. So basically we're kind of backward engineering it from pixels. And what's amazing about, I keep getting this just makes me feel so beautiful that my image encourages Midjourney to create these kinds of things, including these mustachioed people right here. I just feel like it gives me no end of personal cheer, but I do feel like I need to set it straight just a little bit here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this little guy, which is going to let me regenerate things, and I'll enter something like an older man with. And then what I'm going to do right here, it doesn't matter. Actually, I could put it after the Niji operator. I'm going to enter --AR, by the way, is good enough, and then 16:9 should set me on my way. And I can't hit the enter key at this point. I have to click on submit, at least in my experience, and then there it is, waiting to start. That's a good sign. by the way. That means you're in the queue, and then as soon as you see the percent, you're actually working. You're taking advantage of the remote servers. And here we go. We got some development. It looks like we've got some gray hairs this time around, and we also have widescreen. AR stands for aspect ratio, 16:9. And these are some good looking guys. In my early opinion, we're only at 95%, but here they come. And let's say I think one of these guys looks exactly like me. Not him and not him. Not those two guys at all. Do you see where I'm going? I think it's going to be him. I think he's just an absolute dead ringer for me, don't you? And so what you want to do at that point, once you find your doppelganger, you too. By the way, he just happens to be in the second position right here. What that means is upsample too. And it's not really going to do anything because it's already upsampled at that point. But then you want to hit upscale creative. And this is going to put you back into the queue. By the way, you're going to see that you're waiting to start, and then it's going to start ticking away the percentages. And here we go. And by the way, if you click on him, he's not going to necessarily look any different because even though Midjourney just got done quadrupling the number of pixels inside the image, twice as many wide, twice as many tall, it's still going to look pretty much like that same image. But I'm going to copy this image, and here in Photoshop, I'm going to go ahead and paste it. I just want you to see that the resolution is going to be 2912 by 1632. That's the way things are right now, which is close to 5 megapixels. And then I'll just go ahead and paste them in. And again, I am just feeling my oats over this guy. But back here in Discord, I'll just go ahead and escape out. Now, let's say, I want to show you something. Remember, I was going to tell you how you get to Niji in the first place. I'll do settings. So /settings, hit the enter key a couple of times, and there it is. It's right there at the top. So by default, you'll use the default mode, which is V6.1. As things stand right now, it's been this way for a while. But Niji is what we're looking for. All right, so let's say I'm thinking I don't want to use my base photograph anymore. I just want to escape out of things. And once again, just type / IM's enough to get things started, but make sure that you click on that item up there. And then I'll just go ahead and paste a pretty long string, a manga drawing of an older man with a goatee, warm smile, wide nose, big green eyes, and a holiday setting. There's same as AR, by the way, aspect spelled out. And no, you can do one no if you want to, -- no, glasses, because otherwise I keep getting old guys who need glasses. And once again, here they are developing where it's going to land. It's like watching a roulette wheel. Nobody knows. And now we're seeing the result, at which point you can just click. By the way, you don't have to upsample them if you're not sure which one to go with. But in my case, this guy's a little young. I think by my standards, somewhere in this range would be me, right? And so I'll just go ahead and escape out. And again, let's say he's U2. Once again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, is the way it works out. But no, you know what? Let's go with U1. Let's be fair. And I am now going to say that I want to upscale creative. You can do upscale subtle. You want to give it a shot? Sure. Why not? Let's give it a try. And so here I am cutting to the chase. This is inside Photoshop, by the way. Just looks absolutely stunning, especially the lighting and the soft focus bulbs in the background. I just want to show you something else. These are a few more variations on me, which I love. This guy's top left. I'm just convinced this is absolutely me, but downright, this is Chad me. This is what I'm going for. But I just want you to sort of appreciate what this is capable of, because oh my goodness, I'm so distinguished. And this guy right here, a couple of years, I'm going to be looking great. But, this is all by way of admitting, I have to say, my actual drawing, kind of pales by comparison. Isn't Midjourney amazing? Or, horrifying if you prefer? Let me know what you think. I bet it'll be spicy. And then subscribe and turn on notifications. And for a fun journey into my personal work of anime, replete with lots and lots of holiday appropriate Easter eggs, join me at patreon.com/deeknow. And then go to deek.com and sign up for my truly festive newsletter. I'm Deke McClellan. This is Deek Now.